Hi, it's Candy. Welcome to The Art of Planning, where we do planning that's pretty, that is on purpose, and that's powerful. And let me tell you, third time is not a charm, because this is the fourth time we're doing this video. But it is going to be well worth it, I hope, because we're starting a new weekly series that's going to be called This Week in Franklin Planner. And that's going to be all about fab, fun, and productive planning in our Franklin Planner. And I cannot even believe we haven't done this before, because if you've watched the channel at all, you guys know I'm absolutely nuts about my Franklin Planner. It is the foundation of my planning. It is the most important planning system. If they had to take everything else away, I would go screaming and clutching with my Franklin Planner. This is my go-to guy. So I can't believe we haven't done this before, but we will weekly from now on, This Week in Franklin Planner. So my goal is, instead of just, a video here and there with tips here and there, by doing this week after week, you're going to see how I do it, why I do it, what I do. You'll be able to see what works for you, maybe try what works for you, see if it does. If it doesn't, get and hold on to the things that will be important in your planning life. So a lot of goals as we do this week by week. So let's get started, okay? This is going to be This Week in Franklin Planner for March the 28th through April the 3rd. And let me flip over here and show. I do a rough line. Oh, I can't show you because I don't have it. Let's flip to April. I do a rough outline of the month right here. Of course, April's would have been much more full. We're just starting. March would have been much more full. We're just starting on April, and I'll work from that probably midweek here. But this is what I do specifically for the week. This is absolutely, positively my foundation. This is what I work from. So what I kind of do on Monday, what I pretty much do on Monday is I put down, unless it is something that I know has already been put on a different day of the week, because I know it goes there, I know it's an appointment there, I know it has to be done there. Unless I know it is already put in a place it's assigned to, I put it on Monday's list. I almost use Monday as a brain dump, if you will. There's some other options to that, but what I have found in my planning journal is, in my planning career is, I have to, KISS, keep it simple, silly. I want things all in one place. I could have another sheet for a brain dump, if you will. I could have another journal for a brain dump. But then ultimately, I'm going to have two things that I work from, or two sheets that I work from, or something else to keep up with. That drives me crazy. So if I can put anything and everything I know that's important during the week and has to be done, if I can put that in one place as I start out, then I'm good. And I can move forward with that. So on your left-hand side of the sheet, there's a place for your prioritized daily task list. So I'm going to put things right here that need to go there. And I'm also going to see if we can't zoom us in a little closer and it stay focused, okay? Okay, let's see if that is good enough for you, okay? If it's not, you'll never see this, because I'll figure out something else to do, okay? So here is my prioritized daily task list. Now on Monday, that's a list for a lot of things that have to be done, okay? Then from there, I am going to go in and I'm going to start doing some movement I'm going to prioritize things. I'm going to move them to different places that they might possibly need to go. When you prioritize, you know what, there is a tape, there is a video in my series of videos that explains how to prioritize these. So I'm not necessarily going to go over that because there are other things I would much rather cover for you. But then I'm going to start working this site, okay? Or this page. And when I do that, then things are going to start clearing out. They're going to start clearing up, and I'm going to start seeing what really needs to be done on Monday and the order that it needs to be done on. So anything that has an A has to be done immediately. That's the first category that needs to be worked for me on that day. If it needs to be done first of the first, it gets an A1, or it gets an A2, or it gets an A3. Okay, that's I imagine that you all do that. Now, the day on 2-page system is something I have always loved because it lets me get in depth more, and it lets me keep things together even more. Then I don't need another list for this, another list for that, another list for something else. Then I know that in this part of the day, this is an area that I need to focus on, and within this part of my business, this is what needs to be done. Okay? This is a shopping list. And within my shopping list, I need to place an order here, and I need to place an order here. Okay? This over here are some Instagram people that I want to catch up with and make sure that I go in and see what's going on during the day. So, I don't have to have sticky note after sticky note or list after list. I have it all together on this page. Now, if I don't get it done on Monday, I still have it all together. I'm infamous. I told my husband yesterday, I'm like a magician. I can put something down, I can turn around, and it's gone. And that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. So, if I don't get my orders placed today, and it's tomorrow afternoon before I get it done, then I still know what I need to order because there's my shopping list, which is just wonderful for me. I don't have to try to find where that list was. Okay? So that's the way that works for me. Now, over here, you couldn't see that page. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll scoot over there and you can see in a minute. Over here, if it has a forward arrow, has a forward area. If that has a forward arrow, that means I can move that to the next day. I can move that to the next day. It doesn't have to be done today. I can move it to the next day, okay? So what we were looking at over here, I forgot I had tightened the focus. We were looking at some items I need to order from Target, some things that need to be done here these were some websites that I needed to go check some things on. So, all in one area. Woohoo! I love that, okay? So, now, Monday's over with, we flip to Tuesday. So, these are some things on Tuesday that need to be done. A Tuesday appointment. A reminder of what I need to have done first thing in the morning. Now, let me mention also, if I may, I'll do it when we get to that, okay? Okay, so there is my prioritized daily task list, my appointment schedule, and then we flip this over. We move over to this page, and again, here's another order list that needs my attention. And I wrote that in a fluorescent orange because I will do that. If things are extra important, I will do that. And I also made a note here because I wanted to be sure and show you or tell you this. This was another order, or an addition to an order. I also could put this on a big sticky note. That again is my Staples ordering list. I could put it on a big sticky note and move it from page to page. And that works well also. That's one of the things that I do sometimes if I need to order from Staples or if I need to order from Office Max or whatever, I will do that also. Another thing that I need to be doing, and I know it's not something that can be done in a day, is I need to be working on my personal inserts. I've got some of those that I'm working on. It's not going to be done in a day. It's not going to be done in a week. So I put those on a sticky note sometimes and move them forward and forward and forward. So, and that's how you can do on things also. Let's move back over here. And a lot of times the things I did not get achieved the day before, all I do is write reference yesterday. So then I can go back and see there are indeed some things that didn't get done yesterday. I can pick up on those and get those accomplished today, or quite possibly I can scratch them off because I didn't have to get them done. It wasn't that big a deal. Okay, so there is how Tuesday plays out. There's a daily tracker down here. I do a couple of different things with those. Sometimes I will write a deposit amount in there. Often I'll write a deposit amount in there. Also, I will write any online purchases in there so I can keep track of that. So that's kind of a monetary box that I do. Okay? Okay, let's flip over now to Wednesday. And this is probably the day that you're going to see it. I think that's the day that I'm going to schedule it to upload. Here's something that's a first thing first in my day. And then I have got to pay some attention to the studio here. I've got to get in here, get some organizing, some big time organizing done. I have calls that I have to make. I have a promo that I've got to just do some serious work on. There's a delivery. I have to make some deliveries on Friday, and I absolutely know that. So, delivery Friday. So, look what I have done also. This is just, Friday gets us into April. So, I've gone over to April 1st, where I've already put delivers. And then over here, that's when I do a lot of my deliveries on Friday. So then over here on the right hand side of the page, I put deliveries, and what I'll start doing is I'll start making names. And then as I have 3 and 4 going on, what I'll do then is I'll put those by number. I'll do them numerically, and I kind of do that in a route of traffic. So it's just easiest for me to take care of like that. So this one insert of an item on my daily task list, I move forward from that, and I have more organization from that going into here. That's one of the reasons I love the day on 2 pages. That's a lot of organization we get there with one post. I love that. And then I drop down here because there are a couple of things. Yeah, you can see that. There are a few things that I need to do focused in the home area then, and I put those down here. Now, from this, there will be a number of things that happen during the day. Over here, I take the right-hand side of the page, I draw a line across, I draw a line down, and then I use these 2 sides for whatever I know needs to be given attention that day in different areas. I want to look at some other planners. And I need to put down specifically the ones I want to look at now. I don't have a lot of time to be sitting down thumbing through a bunch of websites and a bunch of planners. There are some that I specifically would like to look at, but I need to prioritize those. That's what I did on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I have just divided the page. There are calls. That's the bad thing about getting it where you can see it real good. There are calls that I know that I need to make in a specific category. So when I divided it over here, then this side of it, I know that I need to make calls. So what I'll do here then is I'll start putting names and phone numbers. As I determine who I'm going to call, I'll put name and phone number. Name, phone number, name, phone number. As I make the calls, they'll get a check mark. If I have talked to them, if I get a machine or have to leave a message, I'll put a circle in it. And then if they call me back or I get a hold of them in person, a little check mark will go in that circle. So I'll know that phone, I've gotten a live attempt at that phone. Here is a case of using the sticky notes and putting it on the Franklin Planner page marker, which, to be honest with you guys, I absolutely love. Now, I've made my own. I've made cute ones. I have some cute ones in here that I like, but you know what? I love these. They're almost, I mean, you almost can't do anything to hurt them. They give me that straight edge. I've showed you this before. When I make my division of real estate over here, I mark a pencil across, I mark a line up and down, and that's how I divide my space over here. They flip in and out, and they're so easy to see through. They're just exactly the right size. Yes, I've done them. I've done them. But, you know, sometimes it's like, why mess with a good system? And I like the Day on 2 Pages from Franklin Planner so much that when I really get in there and work it, and I've got it going, in itself, what I do on a page gets pretty busy. So, to add a bunch of other stuff, like stickers, like washi, like whatever, would really be confusing to the eye for me. Maybe not for you, but it would be. Now, there are a couple things that I have in mind that I'm going to try, but I'm not going to try a bunch of other stuff, okay? Now, you guys know I keep a time limit on, and we're just about to run out. Thursday, we're out of town, so that's how that looks. Now, I do have some things on a list over here on a sticky note. Thursday's a good page for it right now. Friday doesn't look like much, but it will by the time we get to Friday, I can promise you. And then we'll have Saturday and Sunday. So, what I am thinking that I am going to do also, especially for a couple of times, part of it depending upon your response, is I think, let's pull out, let's see if we can make this happen. I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do kind of a recap, a really short video at the end of the week, again depending upon your response, and show you then how the week turned out. You know how I start and then I work every single day and move forward in my working Franklin Planner, which I absolutely adore. So based upon that, and knowing that this planner is going to look a whole lot different at the end of the week, I think I'm going to do a recap at the end of the week and just run through it very quickly so you can see how it actually ends up looking as I work day by day through this. And then during the week, if you have any comments, you can certainly leave them and we can answer that at the end of the week. So that is my week in Franklin Planner. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'm kind of looking forward to do this every single week. So let me know if that's something you're interested in.